This game recap is brought to you by Manscaped's Foot Duster Foot Deodorant. Say goodbye to stinky foot funk with this essential deodorant spray. Head over to manscaped.com and use the promo code SACCITY for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. The Foot Duster Foot Deodorant by Manscaped. The best protection any place below the waist.
The Pittsburgh Steelers took care of business against the Seattle Seahawks 32-25. This, I said before in our preview of this game, this was the biggest preseason game of the season. This right here this was the biggest preseason. It was because there's one. No, of all of it. Of all of it. I'm saying it right now. This is the biggest. There's so many stories. These are the two teams with the most preseason.
I'm going to interrupt you. If this was the biggest game of the season, let me ask you this question then, because this is a great question. The biggest would lead to finding some resolution. Do you have a resolution after this game?
Well, I would say we're talking about two different things here, because I say it's the biggest because we get to see two teams with the biggest controversies of the offseason, or battles, I should say, not even necessarily controversies, but battles. Two of the teams with the biggest battles at the quarterback position going head to head in a matchup that featured a lot of points, a lot of baby hands, a lot of great.
But biggest would mean that something has come out of it. Like, we have no answers.
No, you know what came out of it?
No. You'll get to do your point. I know where you're going to go. I'm not going to mention it. No. I'm not letting you go there yet. I don't want you to bring that up yet. I don't want you to bring that up yet. I don't want you to.
You know where I'm going? You know where I'm
going? Of course I know where you're going. Calm down. Listen, I just want to watching this game was so frustrating because I'm like, I want an answer. But there's no answer. Geno Smith had a good game. Drew Lock had a good game. Kenny Pickett had a good game. Mason Rudolph had a good game. Mitch Trubisky had a good game. What the hell did we learn? Vinny, tell him.
Well, so you see, what we actually learned, though, was my dude, George Pickens, is that dude. I said it in our draft process. I'm saying it now. George Pickens is going to be the best wide receiver from this draft class, 3 for 43 and a tutty in this game. And the tutty, the tutty come from baby hands? Do baby hands
came from Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. Oh, that's not as good.
Trust me, because if it was Pickett, I was going to say you could see a lot of Pickett to Pickens.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I couldn't go there because it was Rudolph.
That's an easy one right there. But either way, though, George Pickens is that dude. We saw it in this game, and I know it's just preseason, but the things he was doing to the quarterbacks in the NFL that even have experience in the NFL, he looked like a grown man, and he looked NFL ready. George Pickens is going to be the best wide receiver from this class. Book it.
You said it already. Matter of fact, if you haven't checked out the TikTok video or the YouTube short that was posted, go check it out. It was created. It's pretty good. Pretty much explains exactly what Vinny called back in April. So check it out at the Sac City Pod right here, TikTok, YouTube. I don't know that it's on Instagram yet. Vinny didn't post it on Instagram yet because he hasn't even watched it yet. But who knows? It'll be there soon. Hopefully one day he'll look at it. It was his take, by the way. He said it back in April. But it wasn't just the touchdown that George Pickens did. He was bullying corners. He was blocking them. Yeah. He was doing exactly what he did in college with that physical stature. We talked about this ad nauseum during the draft process about the ability of George Pickens was never questioned. It was always the off the field stuff. It was his head going to be right. And I said it a number of times during the draft process. If there is a team that finds wide receivers, it is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've done it with Antonio Brown. They've done it with Deontay Johnson. They've done it with Juju Smith-Schuster. Like, they've done it over the course of their time. So it's not surprising to me. And if Kenny Pickett does win this job eventually, Pickett to Pickens could be an actual thing.
Live look at a chest scan of George Pickens' heart.
No. We ain't doing that.
Yeah,
that's Josh Jacobs, bro. No. You better find a new picture, bro.
No. I'll find a different dog then. I'll find a different dog.
AJ, I'll be Vinny since he's over there creaming his pants to George Pickens.
Wait.
What did you make of the quarterback situation here? Who's what? Like, they all play great. Who's what in the quarterback?
Oh, I can't believe y'all gonna make me say this. I think Drew Lock took a bunch of steps forward, man. I was the one who figured that if Drew Lock couldn't, and I always said he had a chance, obviously brought him in, that Geno Smith was going to be leading this charge to week 1. I mean, you look at the stats and they're almost identical, except Drew Lock put the ball in the end zone twice, and Geno Smith, and for whatever reason, did not put it in at all. We're talking 11 for 15, 102, and 2 touchdowns for Drew Lock, 10 for 15, 101, and no touchdowns for Geno Smith. So, and I'm not saying that's the end-all, be-all, but the conversation or the questions about if Drew Lock has taken a good step, I think those have been – I think you got a couple more answers. And Pete Carroll and I forget the quarterback coach's name in Seattle, but they did say they think that he just got a bad shake in Denver, and the things that he was learning just wasn't right. They felt under their system and under their training that he could be the quarterback that he was drafted to be. And so it looks like he's made an improvement. But again, it started preseason. But I feel a lot more comfortable and actually excited to watch the second game from these guys to see if this trend continues, if there's a shift back the other way, if we're going to get a 3-game battle, a rubber match of sorts. And then in Pittsburgh, whatever. I don't care. Whoever plays. Probably still Mr. Trubisky, 4 for 6 and a touchdown. They're like, all right, you're good. Come out. Everybody else go play. Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure that Drew Lock's starting game 2 for the Seahawks. It went exactly like I thought it would. Geno played the first half. Drew played the second half. I think it's going to be Drew the first half and Geno the second half of this game. And then I think that's when your starter is named. Going into that third week, I think Pete Carroll and them look at it and say, you know what? This is our guy, whoever that is, going into week 3. And Vinny, why do you look confused?
I thought I saw something that reported that Geno Smith would start, like they were switching off. That Geno Smith would start the one game and then Drew Lock would start. Did Geno Smith start this game against Pittsburgh?
That's what I just said.
Did he?
I literally just said Geno Smith started last game. Drew Lock would start this game. I actually said that weeks ago.
Maybe that's where you got your report.
You know what? maybe I will clip a short, so like you did with the George Pickens, and I'll bring it back up so you can see.
Well, actually, I did clip a Seahawks short with Geno Smith and Kenny Pickett, or Geno Smith and Drew Lock. It's actually available on our. It actually is available on our Instagram page at Saxony Pod if you guys want to check that out. But either way, were there any other takeaways from this game?
I think it was all about the quarterbacks and the George Pickens stuff. I look. Kenny Pickett played well. But when I looked at this game, it was hard to really learn anything because every quarterback played well. Yeah. And that's scary because I actually do believe in the Seahawks secondary, and I believe in the Pittsburgh defense in general, and nobody showed up. So I didn't want to take a lot from it other than the quarterbacks all gave themselves an opportunity to still be considered for the job. Nobody was so bad. They're like, that person's out. So you literally have 5 guys now between these two teams that I think all legitimately have a shot. I still do think Mitchell Trubisky's ahead in the Pittsburgh race. So I think that was evident by them only playing him a little bit and then pulling him to give him some guys.
So you're saying Mason Rudolph has a chance. Well, he'll have a chance next week against the Jacksonville Jaguars on Saturday in Jacksonville, whereas the Seattle Seahawks will host the Chicago Bears on Thursday.